everyone. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today is top 5 fall fashion trends. Say that 5 times fast. But I'm also going to have beauty woven into all of this. Those of you who haven't watched before, I usually focus on beauty and makeup here on the channel, luxury beauty and makeup, but I also try to weave in fashion, and I've been trying to pull in more of that as my channel has grown. I have always loved makeup and beauty products, luxury especially, but my first love honestly was fashion, and wanted to be a fashion designer a very long time ago, although my life went in a very different direction. But especially during fall, I feel like fall fashion is just something that, you know, we all can kind of get excited about, sort of the back to school thing, of course. And then just for me personally, I love the fall. Like, I'm not big into summer temperatures, frankly. I love the fall. I love cashmere sweaters and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited about what might be coming up. So let's start. And your question may be, okay, Jennifer, but how are you coming up with these fashion trends or these ideas? For, you know, most of my life, I've, you know, looked at like Vogue magazine and all those things. And of course now online, there's so many different people that are talking about fashion and beauty and etc. And so I will reference, and of course when the pictures go up, I'll make sure that it's referenced about where I got the pictures from and where I'm getting these ideas about fall fashion. Also, just frankly, you can start to see like trends coming when you look at the fall fashion, which is actually happening as I record this in New York and of course, you know, in Europe. And then you start to see how the designers come up with like different, you know, different types of colors or structures or bags or jewelry, that kind of thing. And it does usually take like a season or so to then get down to makeup. But many of the big houses like Chanel or Dior or whatever, they pull in different makeup looks to go along with whatever their, you know, design elements are going to be. So when they're doing the runway for, you know, next year, 2024, they are pulling in, you know, makeup to do those looks. And so you can kind of get an idea about what's coming. So again, it's always ahead of time. We've already seen what the fall fashions are going to be on the runway. What they end up being in stores, of course, is a little bit different. And the buyers, depending on where you are in the country, also make those types of decisions. I'm here outside of Boston, Massachusetts. The buyers here for a Neiman's or a Nordstrom or Saks or whatever are going to pick different things than, say, a buyer in LA. They are, you know, catering to a different market. But now, of course, because everything is online, trends move very, very quickly. And it's not like back in the day where there was like one trend or a couple of trends. Now there's like a new trend every day. So it's more, in my opinion, just like fun to talk about and like interesting to just see how these things are happening. But I have never really ascribed to one particular trend in my life or, you know, following one particular trend. And I certainly wouldn't take it like very seriously. But I do think it's fun, and if you are somebody who likes to kind of be trendy, I think a lot of these things, a lot of us are going to have already in our closets, just saying. All right, so first, one of the big trends is the color red. Now, I know that we're still deep into Barbiecore. If you're not familiar with Barbiecore, basically it's that sort of deep pink shade. And there's so many different shades of pink, but one of them is sort of like the Valentino pink. You know, there was a lot of Valentino, like that, almost like, I kind of call it like the Pepto-Bismol pink. But it's that, you know, deep pink shade. Some of it a little bit more magenta. And that has been going strong for quite some time. And I think actually it's going to continue. But the new trend, at least everywhere I'm reading and what I'm seeing, is red. Now, because of my hair, because of my coloring, I don't wear red, like as a general, like I don't wear the color red. Sometimes I'll wear a red lipstick, maybe, but I don't really have any red in my closet. It's just not a shade that looks good on me. But if you look, this is the Valentino Couture Fall 2023, and there's, you know, definitely red, right? I mean, that's one of the main colors. This is Chanel Couture Fall 2023, again, red. We've got a couple of pictures that I'm starting to put up, the things that I've seen, like Lulu Studio. If you're not familiar with Lulu Studio, Lulu is a design house that I really like, and you've got this, you know, bright red shade. Max Mara has that teddy bear coat, which, by the way, I tried on in the blue that came out like a couple years ago because I loved it. I basically looked like Cookie Monster. It was not a good look for me. Love the coat, but in my opinion, it doesn't work on people who are as short as I am. no matter what. But red is just like the color everywhere, right? And I find that we're seeing it just pop up, you know, over and over again. And British Vogue had an article, and it basically said that the red carpet is not immune to the trend, with celebrities of all ages stepping out in the fiery hue. I talked about Tessa Thompson. She was in an LA Saab Couture creation at the Venice Film Festival. Jamie Lee Curtis was wearing red. I mean, it seems to be a shade that is particularly popular right now. Why that is and why red is trending, I don't necessarily know. But, you know, seasons do tend to have a color, do have, you know, a trendy shade. Maybe because Barbiecore has been so popular for so long, people were looking for something a little bit different, but like in the same kind of family. And of course, you know, you have red. I think, and we'll talk about this in a minute about like when we get into the other trends, but there's a lot of crossover in these different type of trends. So in other words, when I talk about another trend, you'll see that in that trend, there's also a lot of shades of red for that particular thing. And I would also say, if you're somebody like me who doesn't like red on you, or you don't look good in red, or you feel like you don't look good in red, then a red lipstick is a great choice. Dior, their new lacquer lip, which isn't my favorite formula because I feel like it's still a little, I don't know, a little tacky on the lips, but I have very dry lips. They have some beautiful reds in that one, so I think that's a great choice. The NARS pencil, it's old school, absolutely, but there's a red in there. I think it's Cruella. That's it. It's Cruella. Is a fantastic cool red that I've worn, you know, for years. MAC, again, old school, Ruby Lou? Wait a second. Ruby Woo, red lipstick, great red. Of course, Dior, you know, 999 has great red. There are so many great reds out there that you can incorporate if you want to, quote, pick up this trend. But there's also ways to do it, like with a bag or a headband or an accessory. It doesn't have to be, you know, clothing that you're wearing that's red. The next trend is statement earrings. Now, we've seen, you know, statement earrings before. This is not a new trend. And I'm actually wearing some from a very, very long time ago. These are, I think these are Kenneth J. Lane's. I can't really remember right now which ones these are, but these are definitely statement earrings. They are large, they are heavy, they are pulling my ears down as we speak. But the ones that are popular right now all started with these. These, by the way, started because Angelina Jolie wore earrings that were similar to this, but they were real emeralds. They were not fake like these are. They were real emeralds, and they were almost this size. And there was this exact same design. And a bunch of designers came out with these earrings. And so that's how this particular trend started. But this trend, the statement earrings that are going on now, the trend started with these. And these are Bottega Veneta drop earrings. Now, Bottega Veneta, I think many of us are familiar with their leather work, their bags. Of course, they have, you know, fashion, but their earrings, these earrings in particular, became incredibly popular. Now, they come in the yellow gold, and they also come in, I think these are the white, yeah, these are the white gold. Or they may be sterling. I'm not sure. I'll make sure that information is down below. The earrings look heavy to me. So if any of you out there have them, let me know if they are, but they look heavy. They look massive to me. Either the silver or white gold, whatever they are $780, and the gold ones are $1,350. Which is a tremendous amount of money for a pair of earrings that kind of look like an apostrophe to me, maybe a teardrop. So I don't know. I mean, I think they're cool, and I think the design is interesting, but I still feel like that's, you know, quite a bit of money. Jenny Bird has earrings that are a similar aesthetic. I've put some pictures up actually over on Instagram. Alexander McQueen. There's the Kenneth J. Lane that have, you know, like a similar boldness to them. I've noticed a couple of sites that have like more of these bold type of earrings. But as you can see, these are the Kenneth J. Lane ones that I have up now. And then I have Alexander McQueen that I mentioned. And then these are from J. Crew, which are much cheaper. These are $49.50. So just saying, there's lots of different, you know, elements out there. But the earring is sort of, you know, a structural, elemental kind of piece that has like a basic design. If you look at these, you know, they're sculptural, right? These are the J. Crew are called orb earrings. The Ken and J. Lane are chubby tapered hoop earrings. The Bottegas are drop earrings. So they're all like sculptural. They're kind of, you know, an aesthetic. They're not like a particular, you know, color or design, or like they're not intricate. They're just sort of this basic, I don't want to say basic, they're sculptural and they're posts. They're not really earrings that are dangle earrings. So, you know, they're post earrings. They're definitely a certain type of look. And I put a bunch of pictures over on Instagram, and I have them up on my LTK app. You can actually shop directly from those if you're interested. But it's a particular type of look, and I am definitely interested in purchasing a pair like these. I think, you know, like the Jenny Bird ones, or the Jennifer Fisher ones, which are the heart ones, which are a similar thing, like they're posts, you know, those are definitely hearts, but it's the same kind of idea, right? It's like a chunky, chubby statement earring that's in a metal. You know, it's in a rose gold or yellow gold or white gold or silver. Like these are statement earrings, but they are, you know, colorful, they're drops. It's not really the same type of thing. This design is its own thing. And, you know, how these things get started, like I said, sometimes like with these earrings, it was somebody wearing them. I think these earrings, the Bottega earrings, were worn by a lot of stars, a lot of influencers, and I think that's how it kind of took off. So I think we're going to see a lot of designs like this. I'm not going to buy the Bottega ones. That's just, I mean, for me, $1,000 for a pair of earrings is not something I'm going to do. But if you're interested in them, they're very popular. They are beautiful, and Bottega makes great products. Okay, the third element, which is really interesting to me, is denim, and especially like double denim. I have denim on today, trying to pull in some of the, you know, the aesthetics and some of the trends that we're talking about. Double denim, you know, I think of course, the Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake outfits, where they were wearing the, I think called the Canadian tuxedo. I am not somebody who feels particularly comfortable with like the double denim. I'm probably not going to wear a denim jacket and a denim skirt or jeans. It's just not really my thing. But I do love a good oversized denim jacket, and that seems to be back. I have one that I picked up at a vintage store in New York years ago with my sister. It's a beauty, like it's a worn, oversized denim jacket, and I wear it all the time, and I love it. And that style is coming back, like the oversized jacket. But it's not just the oversized denim jacket. There's the tailored denim jacket that almost looks like a blazer. I was in Macy's the other day. Sounds odd, but I went to a ophthalmologist that's in the Macy's. And I was walking through to get to the ophthalmologist, you know, just checking out my eyes to make sure that that wasn't the problem with my migraines. And there was this denim jacket that actually was really nice, but it looked like a blazer. And I remember that from back in the 90s, you know, early 2000s, there was like this blazer kind of look with the leather jackets and the denim. So that's coming in. So sort of a nipped waist, like a tied in waist, and like the blazers. But then on the other end of it, there's these like oversized, you know, denim jackets. So I think we're going to, and shirts. I think we're going to see a lot of that. I've seen them at H&M. I've seen them at Zara's. Rag & Bone has this one, which is a patterned denim. Now, I had a patterned denim outfit, and if I can find a picture of me in this patterned denim outfit, you guys will crack up, because my hair, it's a whole thing. I don't know what was happening. I don't know what I was thinking, but the outfit in and of itself, I really loved, and I bought it in New York City at Bloomingdale's. And my dad took me to New York, and this is what I wanted. And you can see what I'm talking about. The jacket's like a blazer, but it's oversized, and the jeans are the same pattern. So that's double denim. And unfortunately, years ago, I got rid of this outfit. I kick myself for doing it, because of course, you know, it's come back, and I loved it, and I don't know why I got rid of it, but I did. But this one at Rag & Bone kind of reminds me of it, and I want to buy the shirt jacket. Now, what's going along with all of this is midi skirts. So there's a lot of denim long skirts that are popular right now. I've seen them at COS, Rag and Bone, there's Frame, there's a ton of them. I'll have them up here. And I'll have all these listed down below, so if you want to, go directly to them, you can. And by the way, where there is an asterisk, those are affiliate links. I do appreciate you guys shopping through my affiliate links. Again, I put all that back into the channel and can do more videos and, buy more things to review for you, etc., etc. And I really do appreciate all the support. But yeah, the mini skirts seem to be like really popular. And again, this was popular at the beginning of the 2000s, the Y2K kind of thing, where you saw those straight denim skirts. These, however, seem to have like a slit up the front. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to see everywhere, but I am seeing a lot of that right now. So that seems to be, again, like a fall trend. I'm pretty sure that most of us have a denim skirt stuck somewhere in the back of our closets somewhere. And, I would guess a denim shirt or two, or maybe in my case, many. The makeup that goes along with this, I think it's sort of a play on wearing denim, statement earrings, and, like a more simplistic makeup look. So it's not necessarily a contoured and like, over the top makeup look. It's the over the top part is the statement earring, and then you're wearing denim, and then you're wearing, a latte trend makeup look, a neutral makeup look, something that is a little bit more toned down, a one and done almost kind of thing. All right, so the next one has to do with shoes, because I had to throw shoes in here somewhere. And I did put something up over on, again, Instagram, and I have it on my LTK app, so you can shop those things directly. And there are two main areas here in the fashion trend as it relates to shoes, and I'm cheating a little bit putting this under one, but I feel like it's okay. Two distinct and opposite things. There's the platform shoes that are coming back, and they're platform loafers. Now, you either love this look or you hate this look. I personally love this look. I talked about it on Instagram. I had shoes like this when I was in law school. Absolutely love them. I still have them, and if I have pictures of me wearing them, or if I take pictures, maybe I'll try to take pictures of them in my closet. They're fantastic. They're Joan and David, which is a brand that I don't think exists anymore, but they're chunky loafers. Now, of course, when you have the chunky loafer look, it's a particular type of look, and not everybody's going to love that. But I will say this, that the design is very easy to use and very work appropriate and very friendly, to that type of atmosphere. So there's a ton of different kinds. There's this one, which is the platform loafer that's at Nordstrom. Again, these are very, very expensive. These are Gucci. They're $1,100. So I'm not picking those up. But then you have the other end of it where you have H&M. And H&M has a pair for $55. I have problems with my ankles, and so, I have to be careful like what shoes I wear. So I do invest in better shoes, but, better shoes doesn't necessarily mean $1,100. Better shoes just means that they're made, with more structure and more padding and all those kinds of things. There's the Bottega Veneta ones, which are beautiful. Again, $1,200. They have them at My Teresa and Nordstrom. I'll put all these, like I said, all these links up. Prada has a pair. There's so many, and I'll have the links below. I also, Target has a couple of ones that I think are really cool that, if you're looking for something that's just kind of fun and you don't care necessarily about how, quote, well they're made, but they're good, they're decent. And they have, the full loafer, and they also have mules. So mules are also back in that platform kind of look. I love a good mule. For some reason, my heel like picks up back out of shoes. Like I have a very narrow heel. So I actually do have a lot of like mules. As long as they're well made, I think that's a great choice. So I'll definitely be picking up some pair. I just don't know which ones I'm going to get yet. And hopefully there'll be sales later in the year. And the other end of the spectrum is ballet flats. Now, I am not a ballet flat person. One, I just don't like the look of a ballet flat. But two, I feel like the ballet flats don't have like structure and they don't have support. So for me, they don't really work well. The shoes that I do wear that I've had forever are like the Todd moccasins, the gummy moccasins. I love those. But ballet flats, they're just not really me. But I will say the ballet flats, I've seen Tamara Mellon and Kate has some, and there's a couple of others, and I'll make sure, like I said, there's pictures going up, and then I'll have links below. But there seems to be this, you know, interest in doing a ballet flat, but in a new way. So some of them have like mesh. Some of them have like crystals on them. Some of them have like, you know, they're only in satin. So there's a lot of different versions of the ballet flat. They're very, very popular. So again, on trend are both these very chunky platform loafers and then, you know, ballet flats. So they're totally diametrically opposed, very, very different styles. But again, like I said before, trends are kind of like that these days. Like it's, you know, trends go so quick, especially because of things like TikTok. They're up and then the next thing they're over. So I'm not in any way suggesting that you follow a particular trend. This is for fun. It's interesting to see what's out there. But I think we're going to see these types of designs in the stores and online. And then last is quiet luxury, which has not gone away, guys. We're still in that quiet luxury phase, or what I call it, like, you know, simple luxury or staples, staple, you know, products that you can wear every day. And I did an entire video on quiet luxury. I'll put a video up here, like what it is, what it means. And honestly, it's really not, you know, they've come up with a name for it, but it's really just a way that many people have dressed for a very long time. And living in New England, I think it is something that you see more here and have seen here probably forever. It's well-made clothes that are, you know, sophisticated, I guess, but simple in structure. Things that can kind of be like capsule wardrobes, turtlenecks, well-made jeans, well-made slacks, blazers, sweaters, scarves, and they can kind of interchange because the shades and the colors tend to be a little bit more subdued, lots of beiges, grays, blacks, that type of thing. The Row is a big quiet luxury brand. Loro Piana is another one. I love The Row. I love Loro Piana, Brunello Cucinelli, all favorite brands of mine. All exceedingly expensive, just astronomical prices for all these things. And there's many bags that I talked about. And again, I'll have this up on Instagram soon, but Celine has a bag that I've loved for years. It's a very simple bag. It got discontinued. Now they have the Triumph bag, which is like having its heyday because I think partially because of quiet luxury. But there are other bags that look similar to it. And there's actually some on, I think I'll make sure the pictures go up below. And in fact, I have it here. It's up at Target. And this is called it's called A New Day. It's a refined crossbody bag. It looks very similar to the Celine bag that I love, and this other bag that I'll have up in a minute. But again, this one's in red, so it pulls in, you know, the red trend from what we talked about before, and it's $30, but it's very much in line with the trend that we're talking about. So you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get quiet luxury, although in and of itself, quiet luxury does mean, you know, a more exclusive, expensive item, but you can get that look without spending that type of money. I'll have, you know, a couple of pictures go up above some of the things that I think are sort of lend themselves to that look, but you can find things, you know, in the Lafayette line, which again are expensive, don't get me wrong, but have more of that aesthetic. You know, Eileen Fisher has some of those things as well. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more comfortable, they have, you know, similar aesthetics in the line. But you can also see like Target is pulling these things up. Zara, COS, like there's lots of different lines that are, and even H&M, that are, quote, you know, inexpensive, even fast fashion that is pulling in this quiet luxury piece because it's so popular. So I just feel like you're going to see it everywhere. And I mean, this is my aesthetic, to be honest with you. Like that's generally how I dress. I have, you know, I don't have a lot of color in my wardrobe. Things are kind of simplistic lines. Love Loewe, Kate, The Row, Brunello, Loro Piana. Like those are all favorites of mine. They are just, you know, so expensive and they've gotten really out of hand lately. that it's not something that everyone can access, of course. So that trend, I think, you know, is certainly starting to move down into other price points. So those are my top 5 that I think we're gonna continue, that we're gonna see, that we're starting to see, and I think are gonna be very, very big for fall and into winter. And I'd love to know, like, if you agree with these, if you don't disagree with these, if you disagree, that's fine too. But if these are things that you already have, if you're looking at these types of products for fall and winter, as I like pick up stuff for fall and winter trends, whether it's shoes, bags, clothes, I'll certainly post things about that as well. And I'll have more up on Instagram about these types of products that I think might be of interest. Like I said, I put up the shoes and I put up the earrings, but I'll have purses and clothes and all that stuff coming soon. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.